Hey guys, Coach Jess. Let's talk about today's WOD. So for your warm-up, you're going to need a plastic cup of water. I would say fill it up only about an inch. If you fill it up any more than that, it'll get a little bit difficult for this movement that we're going to do. So the Turkish get-up is a 14-step movement, and for this you're going to set the water cup on your knuckles. Alright, so I'm going to get into position before I do that. The arm that's punching is the knee that's bent. Alright, the other leg, the other arm, go out 45 degrees from the midline of your body. Hopefully I can do this and talk. You want to keep your eyes directly on the cup, and you want to keep your fist directly over your shoulder. So big breath in, exhale, slowly come up onto your elbow. Replace your elbow with your hand. Bring your hips up to the ceiling, and then pull that front foot back. You don't want to let that knee touch the ground until it's ready to stay there. From the half kneeling position, stand up. Notice how I keep my eye on the cup the whole time. Reverse lunge to get back down. Hand comes to the ground. We're going to pull that foot through. Elbow goes where the hand just was, and then you lay all the way down. Pro tip, pause in between those movements so that you can kind of regain your balance. From there, you have 4 egg rolls, so knees come to the elbows, elbows come to the knees. You're going to roll back onto your shoulders, and then forward, stopping yourself before your heels touch the ground. 4 times. From there, you have down dog push-ups, so press your hips up towards the ceiling. Try to get your ankles down onto the ground. That's going to stretch out those hamstrings and calves. All right, come forward, push up, push your head and chest through your shoulders, and do a push-up. 5 of those, 3 rounds of that for your warm-up. From there, we're going to do some gymnastic stuff. So we're just going to have a brief EMOM, 10 minutes. Whoa, gotta let the blood flow back to my head. 10 minutes, every odd minute, you're going to practice 5 on each side pistols, or whatever progression that you're at for that. And then on the even minutes, we'll do wall walks, so 3 of those, wherever you're at for that. So let's review the wall walk, right? So come into the push-up position with your feet flush against the wall. Step up as high as you can with both feet. Now, if this is as far as you can go, that's cool. That's awesome, right? Then just bring your feet right back down. That's 1. Back up. That's 2. But if you can start to walk your hands towards the wall, also really awesome. Get as close as you can. Active shoulders the whole time. And then walk back out. So you want to do whatever version of that you can do in 30 seconds or less, right? So if you struggle to walk back, then just take a few steps. Don't walk all the way up to the wall, all right? From there, we're going to go through pistol progressions. So for your pistol, if you want to break out your weightlifting shoes like I did, that will elevate your heel a little bit, make these a little bit easier. You have 5 on each side, right? So 1 leg up, you can either hold that free foot to give this hip flexor a little bit of a break, right? So that'll look like this. Don't touch the wall when you do it. You don't have to hold that foot either though. So coming down, hips go below the knee, push straight back up. You can use a counterbalance. So if you're using a counterweight, what you'll do for that is direct it extend your arms in the direction of the working leg. So that's my left leg for this one, right? So I'm going to extend it over here. It's just counterbalancing me right now. Pull it to your chest as you rise. If you're not there, you can also practice 1 single leg squats on your couch, right? So just lift 1 up, just barely touch with your butt, and then come right back up, right? Or you can do that curtsy squat where we have 1 foot behind. That's fun to balance. All right, so try to get your hips below your knee. Use that back foot as little as you can, but as much as you need to. So take 2 to 5 minutes to figure out which of those progressions that you're going to do for each of those movements, right? Catch your breath. So once you decide, then use the same progression for all 5 rounds of each for the 10-minute EMOM. From there, we have an at-home Cindy. So Cindy is a 20-minute AMRAP that usually involves pull-ups, push-ups, and air squats. But since if you have a pull-up bar, then you will use the pull-up bar. Do 5 pull-ups rather than 10 bent over rows. Then 10 push-ups and 15 squats as fast as you can, as many times as you can in 20 minutes. So let's talk about the bent over row, right? Take your dumbbell or your kettlebell, push your hips and knees back, and row. You can also do this in a split stance like so. Just make sure that your torso is low to the ground and not straight up like this. All right, so bring your chest down low and row. Push-ups, we'll talk about that. So, all right, the standard is get your chest all the way down, push straight back up, lower down as one unit. You can do these from knees. You can do them, so if we're doing them from knees, right, we're here. You can do them with your upper body elevated back to our couch. So we're here on the couch, right? Lower your chest all the way down. Just see where you're at with that. So then air squats, right? Feet are about hip width apart. Knees go out to the side, hips go back, sit into your hips. Get your hips lower than your knees. Hold yourself to that standard, guys. That's it. Also, if you want to do this with some other folks from the gym, tonight at 6 p.m. I will be on Zoom coaching all of that you just saw. All right, have fun.